So a couple of things. I was very clear that I didn't want to join just a management program because previously I'd already done my BCom, my MBA through a distance learning program, and I'd studied commerce through my life. And I was in a space where I was very clear that I want to be in education altogether. So when this opportunity came in to be a part of the founding batch with this amazing track record of Pramath, Anuradha, and the governing council that I saw, and most importantly the Shadow Women CEO program that I saw, I realized at that stage I was ready to take that plunge to be in an academic environment which doesn't necessarily only talk about management but also aspects of liberal arts, personal growth, communication, making it a more holistic approach personally for me. And obviously, like I said, the Shadow Women CEO program was in terms of if I get a chance to work with a woman CEO leader for a month, that's a win-win situation in any case. Before Vedica, I was definitely just laid back and we'll work from a cafe or a bar and happy hour and doing things together. But that sense of responsibility, it's still fun, but that sense of responsibility that the team depends on you in a lot of ways, I think that definitely changed. So in terms of how do I present myself and how do I communicate and how do I interact with people of different age groups and different years of experience has definitely changed. I can't be just high-fiving everyone that I meet on my way. So professionally, I would say, yeah, that's been a change in terms of identifying who I am and what I want. There have been multiple instances which throughout the journey of Vedica that has shaped me into the professional that I am. My single most biggest takeaway was believing in yourself at every stage through the course and even in the professional journey has been the biggest takeaway for me. The trust that individual faculty members had placed in us. The personal growth track, I think, was phenomenal in that aspect for me. I used to be a very different person before Vedica, then during Vedica, then after Vedica, and I hear these responses a lot of time from faculty, from the program team, from my family as well. So I think the biggest takeaway or the learning for me has been the kind of trust that I've placed in myself and the personal growth that I've seen for myself. I am currently working with Coursera. It's an online learning platform which offers certificates, degrees from leading universities across the globe. And I particularly lead the degree program management role in India. So I work with Indian universities, helping them launch and scale their programs on Coursera. Growing up, I had no vision or understanding of a career. Like both my parents are working, so I knew I have to work and make money, but I never really thought of, okay, I have never really had a step, pass out from school, do this graduation, do this master. I never had that vision for myself. I stumbled upon education space through Teach for India and I was interning with them. One of my relatives was a Teach for India fellow. And that's how my entry into education space broadly began. And I really enjoyed the fact that coming from a privileged background where I didn't have to think about anything and I still had everything at the tips of my fingers, what will happen if someone else gets that access, that education, that form of reform? So that's how my journey really started, and I really enjoyed being in that space of giving back to the society. One thing led to another. Vedica happened, and I decided that maybe I want to move to a private space now. I've seen the development side. I want to see the private sector as well. And so far, that's been the journey. I want to give back in some way. So even with my current role, I'm trying to build a really good program with leading universities so that they reach out to a global audience and they're able to provide that sort of education that in many ways like Vedica also gave me, because like I said, I was a very different person before Vedica, right? And the kind of skills that I learned, the kind of people that I met, the kind of faculty that I interacted with, it's really benefited me in many ways. So if education can provide you that, why not stay in this industry, right?